The Weed of the Week is sponsored by the Enlist Weed Control System from Dow AgroSciences, a new herbicide and trait system that will build on glyphosate.
Your farm tells a story, one that continues with the decisions you make. Introducing the Enlist Weed Control System, an advanced herbicide and trait system that will build on glyphosate for exceptional control of tough weeds. The next chapter begins.
Our weed of the week is jointed goatgrass.
Jointed goatgrass is a winter annual grass, and a lot of times in wheat production, especially where we're talking about winter wheat here, these winter annuals are really tough. If we don't get good control in the fall, it's going to be really tough now in the spring to try and clean that back up in our fields because they're well established, they're probably already tillered out, and it's really tough to kill them.
Yeah, it is, unless of course you're planting a spring crop, and that's the whole thing. When we start talking corn and soybeans, this really isn't a major issue. Obviously, if you're doing spring tillage, that's going to wipe it out. In corn, you know, we just don't get all that concerned about it because we have Roundup Ready corn, we have Roundup Ready soybeans, and Roundup will clean it up. Now, none of the pre's are going to do real great in corn, so that's where you'd kind of have to come back with the Roundup post-emerge. But in soybeans, Treflan, Sonaline, or Prowl will have some activity, but post-emerge Select Max isn't real great. It's just going to give you suppression at best. But like I say, if you've got Roundup, you don't really have a lot of worries with jointed goatgrass.
If you're in a continuous wheat rotation, you may start out using some Olympus as a pre-emerge product. I know Prepare has got some activity. It's not like it's going to completely clean it up, but at least if you could stop some of that jointed goatgrass, that's a good thing. Then post-emerge, it gets to be a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, that's where I'd go with Osprey. It's not going to be perfect, but at least that's the best thing post-emerge. Otherwise, you certainly can use Beyond in clear field wheat. Those are about your only options. I mean, the normal grass killers, you start talking Axial, Discover, Puma, they just don't do a whole lot for you on jointed goat, especially if you spray in the spring.
Well, jointed goatgrass is a tough winter annual grass, so get it under control in the fall if you can. But now in the spring, you may have some challenges.
Well, that's it for our Weed of the Week, but stay tuned. Iron Talk is coming up next.